You see that? That's what I missed. And I never miss. Not that bad. That looks like somebody that don't know what they doing. And I know it ain't me. And I know it ain't my wag. Masters, back at Masters Up. Ball in the house. What's crack-a-lagging? So I know there's some tradesmen who do residential. They won't touch little jobs. Tradesmen that won't even touch route work or storefronts. Now, there's a lot to be said about storefronts versus residential and advantages and disadvantages. I'm not going to make this video long and tell you what I've learned for myself between the two. Most of us who's been in the game long enough already know the differences, but what would you do? Comment below and let me know what your MO is. Do you take on homeowners who only want 4 or 5 windows done? Now, obviously, this home would have to be close by, and you would have to set yourself a minimum. And sometimes by doing that, it encourages them, well, I might as well go ahead and get the whole outside done instead of those few windows. Now, you can or can't, you may or may not want to make an exception if it's a good customer and they're having a gathering in a certain particular room, and it's usually in the front, like a family room or a dining room, but they just want those windows cleaned for that event. You can make an exception of that. You could charge a last minute non-scheduled type fee. Okay, well, I have a minimum fee for surprise visits. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I do it at times, but I get the feel for who I'm dealing with. If it's somebody that don't call me often, then I may do the opposite and give them a surprise visit fee. So this lady, I do every 3 months. I do just the outside of 3 windows and a door, her storm door. Now, I usually call her, it's been a while, but she was just thinking about me. Sometimes I'm good like that. When your vibrational state is high, you pick up on a lot of things around you. It's kind of weird and I can't explain it, but you're very keen to those subtle vibrations and you're just one with the universe. So I ended up calling her. She said, you know what? I cleaned my storm yesterday and I just thought I should call you. And this happened last time I cleaned it. It was like deja vu all over again. And you see, I don't believe in coincidences that I just so happened sporadically to call her. It just so happens that she was thinking about calling me, but I ended up calling her the very next day. You see, she sent out signals that a normal person would not pick up, but I picked up. Not consciously knowing I did, but it's weird how it works that way. But check this out, it doesn't end there. The manager of Five Guys is who set me up with this. This is her friend. And just last week, she said that she was going to holler at me and say, why don't you stop by my friend's house and clean her windows? Because she's done that before. But she never got around to telling me. And I said, you know what? You must have sent them signals out to me too, because last week I was thinking I should give her a call, but something got jammed up. I think the rain had happened too. Yeah, it rained like 3 times last week, and I didn't get a chance to get out there. So I had put it on back burner for now. But I'm just giving you an example. But anyway, when you have 4 windows, it's money. It's money nonetheless. It's only $15, but check this out. These pennies add up to dollars, and dollars add up to bigger dollars. All right, so it's a numbers game with route work. So even though this is a residential home, you can consider it route work. All right, this is in my route work. All right, because I'm not going out of my way. I already know what I'm doing. She leaves the money in the mailbox. It's just the exterior. There's no screens. It's quick, easy money. Quick, easy money. Watch how long it takes me to do this lady's house for 15 minutes worth of work. We're going to show you. And reason why I say it's route work is because homes in my area only get it done once a year, maybe twice at best. I have one customer that get it done every quarter, like every 3 to 4 months. And that's an extreme. That's just because she has the money to do that. Not saying that people don't have the money, but they don't think they need their windows as clean as often as they should. But they don't realize is that they can at least have the outside done and keep it nice. If they think in that mentality, the price wouldn't be as much. All right, because we're maintaining it. It's more of a maintenance cleaning then, you know. It's not one of those yearly cleanings. There's a difference. But let's go. Follow me, and I'll see you when we get there. Masters, back at Masters Up. More on the Now, I only made $15. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but as you can see from the video, it literally took me 4 minutes and I made $15. So let me put it to you another way so you can say, okay, because if you're not already thinking like I'm thinking, then you really don't know how to get money. All right, so it takes me 4 minutes, right? So all these houses are pretty much set up the same way, right? If I go to 15 houses, each 15 house takes 4 minutes. Because if you're doing math like I am, 4 minutes is 60 minutes in an hour. So divide 60 by 4, you get 15 houses you could do in 60 minutes. 15 times 15 is $225 in 1 hour. Now that blows away anyone who's doing one house per hour. No window cleaner is getting $225 an hour. If they are, they must be driving a Bugatti. I like to see your pockets, man. Matter of fact, I like to turn your pockets inside out and say, stick them up, son. You know what I mean? But anyway, there's some guys that are getting that, but you know, they're on a different level than we are. All right, so I'm talking about a one-man operation. I'm not talking about a guy who's got multiple people working under him. I'm not talking about that. And I'm not talking about a high-rise guy. I'm talking about your average Joe, like you and I. You always want to be in the vicinity of anywhere from, I would say, 60 to $100 an hour. Some maybe more, $125 an hour when you're doing residential. When you're doing commercial and route work, depending on the job, commercial could be just as well as residential. But that's not really primary focus with commercial because the frequency is more, so your rate is different. What you want to focus on with that is volume. All right, so when you're dealing with route work, your pay should be anywhere focused on a low end, $35 to $40, on a high end, $65 to $70 an hour. All right. Each person, each area is different. One person may be worth more than the other. Their time, I'm talking about. But this is Masters at Wagtail. I'm going to go put this in the mailbox. Y'all should never go inside someone's mailbox unless you've been authorized to do so. It's illegal, and someone could be looking and call the authorities on you, and you wonder why there's a blockade at the end of the road. All right. There we go. See? It says Marcus. Thank you. But this is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you in the next one. And she gave me a tip. I think this was the second time she's done that. But I had a feeling she was going to do it this time because I saved her the trouble. You see, most people can afford $15. If they can't, they doing bad. They may be on the verge of having they can't afford $15 to have clean windows. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. Less people are just that cheap. So most people would give you a little tip. You know what I mean? So that $225 could very well end up being $250. You know, it's all up to the individual. If you're good like that, you'll work and you stand behind your work and your personality is through the roof, people will want to go head over heels to have you come in, and they don't mind blessing you with a little extra and blessing you with some of their friends to go and clean their windows. This is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you in the next one. And she